I'm ready. First up is framework. Our framework, the app has endorsed the topical plan, and the neg must defend the status quo competitive alternative. The app can only defend advantages stemming from hypothetical enactment of the plan if the plan is less advantageous than the next off. The app cannot win by critiquing representation, discourse, or advancing an ethical vision. We have definitions for it. First, the topic is defined by the phrase following the colon. USFG is the agent of the resolution on individual debatives. Webster's 2K is the introductory phrase preceding the colon. Very brief. It tells the following column of real business sentence and resolve. Express intent to implement plan and American Heritage Dictionary to create, bring that solution to solve, to bring conclusion. The USFG is the government, Washington D.C. and Carter 2K federal government of the United States, the United States is centered in Washington D.C. and prefer framework first is fairness, reality, enactment of the plan of the government starting point for all negative ground, non-policy-based frameworks, predictability, and have balanced literature basis. Second, non-policy frameworks regards definitely which minimizes education. Third, individual policy debate promotes real-world change and teaches vital political understanding, technology, house model of education, short circuits, learning process, covers on 95, debate, trying to choose for, does right for the public fair and all activity, teaches people how to information gathering, delivering most important teachers, how to defend our decision, individual training, debate, while students task, entering the political war, no one else, ideas can correct, to the matter of political ideas debate, experiment with political activists until they prematurely turn debaters are not doing positive potential involvement in debate, and we go up the majority of their offense topicality doesn't seek to expunge critical thing from debate. Their frameworks exclusive moralizing presupposition, and they have to be outside the sacred event, self-reflexivity, and results in total breakdown of dialogue and engagement. Keen in 98, by moralism, I mean the function discourse calls out the process purity, unquestionable correctness, attitude course, beyond any sort of particular side of only find the right to left and right morals and profanity, political refuse it again, possibility and connected rhetorical moral refuse it of argumentation, self-expressive, basic set of by democratic political attack, anti-radical drives from the converse polarized and verifying the attitude, the correct action necessary ability, limited concession to extend left morals and resentment, political conclusion, reinforce anti-processing, oversimplification, polarization, economic interest, and listening to the drives, cynicism and alienation, and unlimited advocacy collapses into conservatism. There are attempts to limit the discussion in a fair way, enables productive political contestation for true revolutionary advocacy, refusing to engage, to exclude anything means their framework is self-defeating, chivalry 2K. Immigrants must limit some ideas we can alter in church, and we must argue no except the premise we cannot argue, communicate cannot argue in church. So we have different concepts, evidence, and words. We must think about that being debated, one cannot argue, have the argument, use and issues, mutual consensus, immediate luck to give the audience, being resisted, and the implication is we, if they agree to our framework, then whatever bad team best feels, our framework present, they contest, but we win that. Our framework's best is voting issue at the point when 2 and R becomes impossible to give. A framework comes first as a foundation for debate, about which we cannot test, and refine the arguments they are asserting. Shower 2K, concept problems not looking at, create, discovered, always been. The art of philosophy can generally look at it, methodology critical to debate, can influence the debate's history of our property and methodology, concepts concepts that equally could some become presented the other different layers of understanding. These are concepts and the concepts on created concept for communication. These are foundational level of debate. That suggests natural pre-existing concept of shared understanding, not transparent, available. We can however manipulate, we can very far from rest of debates and aspect of universal conditions of possibility for an experimental understanding. Mitchell goes negative. He later recanted his stance. Mitchell low too. I'm quite a bad back when I was highly skeptical, laboratory, mountain, I respect, protective age of young, politically, and imaginative hero, surprised by arguing conviction, integrity of, especially activists, turn the bridge of background advocacy after more confidence necessary, switch out debating, and our framing is also socially productive for institutions to assure policy solution has tremendous research and education benefits. Joiner 99. Debate effective positive overall playing helps students understand every perceptive policy after done perceptive debate. Not requires students plus sensory to transfer the views enabling talented debate. Raise false policy action debate question formulated. Resolution students debaters literature assess. The United States is on ours. I mentioned reacting to instructional perceptive also merits of the case gain. Current side real world debate comes excellent vehicle pushing students beyond arguments of real world policy analysis. Next off is the tree space exploration merely and for the state to expand its capitalist growth. Infinite wars will be fought over new resource. Dickens 09. Capital becomes common inside to add what's made in the commodity companies and possible side of armed hostilities and perils on the way access out of space infinite. Side of other resource capitalists and beneficial trouble free capital out of space first front. Unfortunately, more likely out of space free investments and it's all capitalism provides no guarantee these values are actual distractions and particular demands against the person state practices are revolution without revolution single issue political organization lacks concrete universal allowing to be resorts and reinforce capitalism. See Echo 2. Title organization international trade no less form universal political domain lasting anti-globalization side of presenting Calvin new social movements one revolution without revolution anti-racism political single issue may like to mention universal I say do not sound stay global universal emerging only normal order disrupted no normal revolution explosion section 2 later to early levels mostly play working class extended by vote race and score points every conservative majority system true today of regular populist right celebrates that liberal democratic consensus such as it are exclusive idea how democratic idea liberal democracy black man left right should play against new rights on sun's bed and ever democratic says the market separations or reject every black man, just from level of consensus questioning, notion democracy, utopia, left wing, global democratic capitalist consensus go on, definitely realist consistency of breaking constraints. What occurs possible in defeating capitalism is the ultimate ethical obligation Jews I can daily for. First is to recognize that we recognize ethical responsibility confront construction global custom anonymous, when subjugated by Marx, who beyond effective economic resource, political morbidity, should resign in all these cases, the make capital and all lights rate, universal global system, Marx and capital, political discord, violence, poison, gentrification, global capital, money, universal produces depends on dismount violence, capital is not created space, so it's also by no tried human cost, global poverty, man, lasting, not going to sense exit economic Russian bills, magnify the compatibility, expect on the exit, like social tactics, gets its CSEC news, universal ethical right that forms, social gentrifying, expulsion on goes to jail, and rejecting capitalism is key to opening up new alternatives, only complete refusal, not peaceful reform can prevent inevitable slavery, extinction, hair report. Charge for your George tries to employing time industry out of capitalist civilization. I try to include capitalism must be destroyed frontal attack over the system mess. And going simultaneously puts in better something on capitalist structure, not seen until the mentioned many capitalists. Let's not talk just reject our democratic non-combined violation of our own capitalism exist impossible. Realistic charge the capitalist if the constitute war on a daily basis that the charge requires. No form otherwise we are in perpetual slavery, possible even extinction. Next up.
Engage unveiled knowledge production, possessed in failure, in cultural education, ecstasy, surprise, oppressive, passive all these myths and news, like the process of these things that build backwards and the social changes practical, their means directly.
Okay. Half conditional is bad. First negation theory in order to negate the affirmative must require stable office with. First, the judge political person one say verse one say substantial tragedy and judge the one I say is rhetorical artifact the affirmative should not be allowed to make. Permutation is they did not firmly say establish accuracy as it should be on the defend. One I say is rhetorical artifact failure to do this provides that we shouldn't be able to debate believe or provide specific charge to demonstrate several moving target abuse claim provided fair issue for fairness also proves that you can justify one I say speech with the negative about something not only mean resolution they do not mean minimum better defending a resolution which means that the arguments on rights of love will mean that they should win. Debate from now go to contention 2 metaphors fail same language that's political fluid precludes possibility of interaction which becomes a static subject on 98. On table character meaning while revision as a great sense of identification belonging to other social detachment as identity social pro-social formation, brutality, logic, simplification, relying, saying, food job, culture, distinct domain, stability, violence, pro-social, recreate, charge, identity, postmodern failure to just the underlying cause of how be reconstruction, transforming social action, and acting against all forms of oppression as opposed to just radical oppression best, builds coalitions and and allows for constructive change, Macy Marx in 96. I focus on anti-pressure study my concept of realism by other than anti-racism, anti-racism, to superficial development, politically righteous, I present the dramas on me, analyze farmers as multiple rather than single form, oppression, anti-racism, personality, focus on, radical oppression, better line, and to understand their knowledge and maintain, against radical oppression, the need for allies, and radical movements fail, only working for reform, avoids co-option, and failure, gross spring 92. Left two things that can embrace, class and value, tons of people that have related right struggle made, available by the less effective intent, moving the institutions, left needs institutions to operate within the center undermining, humanity institutions actively rather the left needs to reduce its entire apparatus decision making, otherwise the left becomes self-righteous individuals with responsibility to do so, actually to argue that the fact, capability to fight them in the out, gets co-opted Leonard 97. This was during big state lead to a fucking small state farming, community-based action such as my political students, post response graded, given to discourse rating on new completely safe, such as expenditures, or debt expenditures.
How did we want to see conditional?
I guess it's preempting offense if you try to make permutations against the argument that we made. Then you can't because your methodology is already defensible as
right,
a methodology
so
against
how would making a permutation be conditional? If we're allowed to say, like, if we were to say we can do two different
the
things.
permutation that you would make would necessarily make you have to sever your method for changing the shape.
So it's just like a severance argument?
Yes, you can't
So
separate.
it's a severance argument, it's not really optimal.
It's not like a reason to reject the T-number.
Right, I got you. What's the terminal impact to framework education?
I'd say fairness.
Why is fairness better than education?
It's not fairness necessarily. It's the ability for us to engage you in debate and engage you in discussions. Our argument is that we can never do that.
If you're winning a link argument to like capitalism and case offense and counter advocacy, then how is there no way that you can engage us?
I guess, but that's not like a reason why your app is predictable. Capitalism is not a specific critique to your type of
It's
identity.
not. If you win, if like lit checks abuse, that's not a reason you can engage the 1AC.
That is not a reason why we can't engage the 1AC. The 1AC needs to engage in a specific format, and you just
Why? Who creates
defend
these
the resolution.
formats? Who creates
Well,
these formats?
I guess
Why do we need to
our argument
defend
is
these
just that the resolution simply asks a question: what the United States federal government should do, and you have not said that they should.
Why
do
do we need to
something.
defend these formats?
I guess that's how we can debate. I guess our evidence makes the argument
So,
that in a world
like,
where we do not
if
have,
we don't defend this format right now, how are you engaging us in this debate?
we can't.
But you read two other off-case positions.
I guess, but you'll
Great.
just no link them, and then
That's
we'll be
fine.
left with the zero.
Why are metaphors bad? It seems to me your evidence doesn't really have any warrants.
Sure, these cards are talking about when we frame things in terms of a metaphor, we can't actually address the root cause idea that the metaphor is used for.
Like,
If-
can you give me like an empirical example for that?
I can't necessarily give you an empirical example, but I can explain the argument further. If you're just doing something as an example of doing something else, we won't actually address the root cause. Instead, people will fixate on just the metaphorical aspect and it won't translate into any sort of movement or like some shift in identity.
So it's like we affirm as a metaphor and that we don't argue anything besides the metaphor.
I guess
Correct?
the argument that this makes is when you affirm as a metaphor, you're negating the idea that we should go into space as we do in the status quo. So
And why is
the argument
negating that
you
bad
do-
if we prove it's bad to go into space?
Well, the argument is that instead of focusing on what the metaphor itself means, we focus on the metaphor itself. Instead of engaging in the types of identity politics that you want us to talk about, we focus on the metaphor too much and never get to the heart of the question.
How does the 1MC get to the heart of the question? Does the 1MC, like identity politics and trying to disrupt like the colonialist discourse of debate and like bigger society, does the 1MC get to the heart of that discussion?
Yeah.
How? Correct.
Could you close one of the ballot and frame it on the same?
Oh, yes.